Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 76. The first setup was submitted by Sam.
Desk is actually not bad. I mean, I like a desk where it's completely open. There's no shelves on either side of me because I like being able to, man spread.
Another missed opportunity is the shelves on the left side. Put some stuff there. Literally, we know nothing about you if your monitors were off. What do you want to say then?
I would swing the whole setup to the right, mount the monitors on the low part of the wall that's right above there. You'd get the full use of your top of your little shelving system there.
Sam scored a 66. The next setup was submitted by Chris.
Setups where you cram yourself right in the corner, they don't seem comfortable.
The whole furniture piece to the side is just beaten to shit, so that's why it looks like that. But then he's got an aquarium, and it's like, oh, that's nice.
But I don't see any fish.
Yeah, he may have killed them. I'm just going to make the assumption based on everything else, but...
It's cluttered, but it's not, everywhere cluttered.
Yeah, it's an organized mess, to say the least. Chris scored a 54. The next setup was submitted by Ties. And I really like the whole space. Now, maybe I'm crazy here, but do you think that little open spot is just kind of like, fill it?
Needs a poster.
I could never go back to using a normal monitor. There's no way possible. And I would love if he had one front center and then maybe those two mounted above. Ty scored an 88. The next setup was submitted by Scott.
16.
Okay. He's 30, but same thing.
He's 30.
I said he was for a flight crew, and he's been all around the world. You're like, yeah, that's probably 16. It sounds about right.
I don't know. To me, it just feels kind of smushed in.
Yeah. A subwoofer. I don't know, Dad. Do you think that's a good placement for a subwoofer?
I'm surprised anything stands up in that glass cabinet. Every time the low vibrations, it would make everything shake and fall over.
Scott walked away with an 84. The next setup was submitted by Melanie. Okay, cable management's not bad. It's kind of, placed nicely with the subwoofer. Made it work. Great. That's
still
awesome.
Gaudy looking, but...
I would love to see your Xbox go there because your problem is I think you're kind of pushing yourself further and further to a side because you need that space for the Xbox. It's not bad. You have good accessories. I mean, the TV, it's 24 inches and unless, I say this every episode, unless you're a giraffe, it's not going to work. Melanie scored a 56. The next setup was submitted by Matt. My main problem is that there's no personality here other than Yoshi, but the second we look at the second photo, look at his room. That is such an awesome corner of a room. I think once he actually has time to pimp out the setup with more personality all around, it will be better. But for now, do you agree with me? It's just
yeah, I would have at least maybe found a spot for the pop vinyls.
That's how people's setup should look. Look at the floor. Beautiful. It's vacuum.
Clean.
Yeah. He's got, everything there that you could possibly need. I really, really like
This
it.
is IKEA, I think.
Matt walked away with a 78. The next setup was submitted by Elliot. You just didn't care about your cable management. And
your cable management makes me want to rip my eyes out.
Yeah, okay. Well, Kurt, remember you got to tone that down?
You've even got that right side of the desk empty. Put something there.
Yeah, that was one of the other things, because for usability, why is that monitor in the corner there? What purpose does it serve? Granted,
I don't like it in that corner because it fits, but it's
but what's the purpose? You know what I mean?
Suncast said in the chat, on carpet, and I have to agree with that. That's not good. Especially if you have your power supply facing downwards towards the carpet, you're just going to suffocate it.
Anytime I say that on an episode, or even my dad says it, people give us a hard time.
It's got nothing to do with even the dust. It's got to do with
static electricity, and people say that's not true either.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that's how YouTube comments are. Elliot scored a 50. The next setup was submitted by Max. The far back photo makes it look badass. Go to the next photo. His setup sucks. Awful.
I'm sorry, it's garbage.
Disgusting, messy, unorganized. Why are you taking a freaking L desk and making it a corner desk? That's not the same thing. You're putting yourself into this sharp corner, and if you're there sitting comfortably, how are you using, you'd have to mount the monitors to be able to use that mouse pad in a decent way at all. But even then, your wrists are not going to be laying in the proper position when you're typing. That's got to be so uncomfortable. I don't understand. I honestly don't, because how can you have such a clean, nice room overall, but then just not care about that corner?
Because that's where you do the bulk of your PC gaming, because it looks like you own a fair amount, judging by your Steam library.
Max scored 56. The final setup was submitted by Zachary. He obviously bought the desk, wanting an L desk, but that's not even an L desk. It's almost to the point where it looks a little weird how you just have like this little stub coming out of the side. Yeah, stubby. That's the nickname for this. Everything's great, but you're pushing yourself very full, like everything's to the front of the desk. Make it go back. Just push it back. Yeah, the storage bin shouldn't be there. If anything, why is it not under the secondary desk facing you? Like, I doubt you use it enough to the point where you're like, every 3 minutes, let's get it. You're like, no, I don't think, and it's white. It just sticks out.
Yeah.
I thought you would go for black. Then again, I guess I didn't know you, Zach. Zachary scored a 67. Coming in first place is Ties with Scott in second. Thanks for watching this Pimp My Setup highlight.